Hey guys, it's Jason McLaughlin, the SEO, and today we're going to be reviewing a pest control website called servicemasters.co.za. I took the liberty of running their issues through my issues scanner, the SEO suite, and we found 5,039 issues. I also did the liberty of taking one of their branches and running it through something that we call a GeoGrid scanner, namely Local Viking. Don't really recommend them, but they do get the job done. And we also did a speed test, and as you can see, this website is struggling. So hang around. I'm going to show you guys how they can improve their basic SEO, which would lead to more business for them. Let's go. What's up, guys? So a lot of pest control companies have actually been coming to me lately because the Google AdWords, whatever the hell you want to call them, has got very competitive, right? And something people have also been getting very frustrated is that you are paid as soon as someone clicks on the ad. Now, people obviously click on ads to get quotes, and people click on ads to do research, etc., etc. And that just ends up in you spending money and nothing actually comes your way. A much more productive way to get to the top is to get there organically. When I say organically, this is what I mean. All right. So if I was to Google the term pest control, right there, I've Googled the term pest control. You'll see you have your ads here, and we have the big players here. And then you get this awesome little thing right here where I believe all the money is at, and it is where it's at, called the Google My Business thing, the Google My Business section, where you're easily on a cell phone, you'll easily be able to call. There'll be a call button here on a phone, etc., right? So this is where the money would be at, especially for a company like Service Pest Control, which has multiple branches. As you can see here, they have multiple branches, right? So how do we actually assimilate, how do we work out where you are ranking in that vicinity? So I'll tell you straight up that Google My Business, what I just showed you, works on proximity mainly. Okay, so when you show up in the map, it works up on proximity, and that's when this comes into play. So I took the liberty of running one of your franchises through my software, and this is what comes up. So let me quickly explain this to everyone that doesn't know what this is. As you can see here, you have crosses, you have numbers 1, 5, 3, etc., etc. This basically means that if you are standing in that general proximity and you Google the word pest control, that you would pop up in that position depicted by that number. For instance, say like if I was standing over here by Jet Park, right? And I Googled pest control, you guys would pop up number 8. There you are. Your one franchise is number 8, right? So the key of SEO, lead generation SEO, local SEO here would be to get this whole thing completely green. That is Google My Business SEO. So I can quickly dive into one of your GMBs that I ran, and I can immediately see the issues here. The service profile of the GMB is incomplete. What do I mean? This is your cover photo. People are landing on this and what is this? This should clearly depict who you are, what you are, etc., etc. You only have 11 reviews. I would highly recommend a lead generation strategy in order to start getting reviews. Because let's reverse engineer the process, right? I have just Googled pest control where I live, okay? And as you can see here, these are the top 3. We have combat pest control, we have black beetle ecosystems, and we have pest for you pest control. Now, who do you think is going to get the call here? I'll tell you who I would put my money on, because all 3 are showing. The guy with 33 reviews, right, at a 4.6 star, compared to, well, maybe the guy at 5 stars, etc. But these guys are going to be getting the calls more than likely in order to start getting quotes, right? Okay, cool. So that's basically Google My Business SEO. So I could basically also tell you who your main competitors would be here. Pest Force. I'm not sure if I'm ringing any bells here. That is a very powerful GeoGrid. This is Pest Force GeoGrid. As you can see here, they are number one for everything. They are putting money and time into SEO. Compared to, let's say, you guys over here, where it is, yeah, you can see they have a lot more green in their GeoGrid. Awesome. So let's also dive into the website. So straight up, I'll tell you that the website needs a lot of work. I ran a report on the website. There are 5,039 issues that are hampering your website. Name me which would be website speed, right? You guys scored an F. An F. 42 performance, 49% structure. It is bad. It's not great. It's not great at all. There's a lot of things that need to be done. My team could easily sort this out. If you guys book a call with me, we can get on this, etc. But yeah, I don't want to harp on that too much. I kind of want to get into the crux of what needs to happen. So what basically happens now with a website like this, because you have a whole bunch of branches depicted over here, this is the mother site, okay? So there's a few ways to go about this. You could go and get the website window cleaning or pest control george.co.za and link from each of these to a website, but that would obviously then be separate websites. Or you would have to optimize these pages individually in order to get ranking, which I think was the main strategy, but it just wasn't executed on properly, right? Each of these pages over here for find a branch should have a minimum of 1,500 words each, right? And they should cover questions like how to get rid of, let's say, black ants, George, etc., etc. Like things that people are going to be Googling, they're going to get picked up by the search engines and rocketed up. This would be a relatively big project, I'll tell you that straight up. Window cleaning, aspects like that. So something else I've noticed, services offered here, if I click here, this link just goes down to, yeah, these links aren't going anywhere here. Wait, no, yeah, they're all going back into the main website, which isn't bad, but how are these pages linking out to your franchises in order to get their money, right? So let's reverse engineer the process. Let's pick a branch here. Let's say Gauteng. See, this is another thing I think we'd need to also touch on. Service Master Gauteng, right? How many people are going to Google the word Gauteng over Johannesburg? How many people are going to Google the word Swanee, I think Pretoria? How many people are going to actually Google the long word Mpumalanga? It's going to be pest control near me. Pest control and those Google My Businesses are going to have to bounce up real high, right? Even here, Service Master, Zululand, East Rand, etc., etc. So let's grab one here. Let's say, sure, I don't know. Let's go for, so you offer services of window cleaning and pest control. Let's say pest control Durban. So this would be the test. Pest control Durban. Okay, cool. So yeah, you guys are ranking here from where I'm sitting. You are ranking number 2 here in Durban, which is great. The actual website, go down, Rent-A-Kill, So the actual website isn't ranking here. But it's more than likely you would probably get the call here. But remember, I'm also sitting here in Joburg. I'm not sitting here in Durban. If we were to go into here, we could see... admin, really helpful, friendly staff. So someone from, thank you for the response. Yeah, so this one is being managed relatively well, which I'd be happy with. But we'd have to go through each and every one to make sure that the GMBs are actually being optimized effectively and reviewing them, right? Once all of these are ranking properly in the particular areas, there should be an increase in call volumes. Let's quickly grab another one. So another thing we'd also need to look at is how many people are at, what are the search volumes behind Durban exactly. So let's actually grab this over here. Location, your search. It's weird. Okay, so one of the things we have here, this would be in Durban now. We're going to run this quickly, see how they are doing in Durban. Let's move this over here like that. So I see you'd be going for pest control and window cleaning. I would highly recommend splitting the two. It would really help, while even maybe leaving this entity. Pest control. Let's say pest control. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, so back to this. This is something my team could easily fix up as well. Chances are that web devs are most likely running your website that don't really have an understanding of SEO. The conversion rate optimization of your service pages is a big issue, okay? So I land on your page. I've Googled Service Masters Durban, which is over here. Congrats, it was on the first page, and I click on it, right? I click on it and it takes me to the home page. These should be taking you, right, to the exact branch that they are going for. And I think that might be a lot where leads are dropping off. So each of these pages should have a form, which they do, but the form should be higher up with reviews pumping from each of them. So for instance, if we go into my digital agency's website, right? When it decides to load, we're busy upgrading it as we speak. And I scroll down, blah, 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 blah. It's all about me. Okay, you'll see here I have reviews on my website. I have reviews that have been pulled through from Google. I would highly recommend that each of your franchises has that on their service pages. So as you can see here, I have people saying good stuff about SEO, etc., about my company. That is something I would highly recommend for each page here. So the thing it would basically look like you on the Durban page, right? You find Durban, you click on it, it takes you to that exact Durban franchise. So people don't feel like they're just calling this big company. Like, you don't call the main KFC head office when you're looking for a specific KFC. And that's exactly what's happening right now. Okay. So back to the GeoGrid here. This is a really good looking GeoGrid, but I honestly believe in order to optimize the conversions of that the leads would need to be sent to the specific page, right? The specific page, and the specific page isn't optimized for getting leads in. Guys, I'm Jace McLaughlin. I really hope that helped. I know there was a lot to throw at you. My biggest concern with the website would be these issues that need to be sorted out. The structure of the website's really bad. But yeah, hopefully we can work together. Book a call below in this email. It should be there. And then, yeah, let's get on the phone and chat. There's a lot of tips and tricks that I could share that could really help you. Much love. I'll see you soon. Cheers. Bye.